Would you like your people to be 100% accountable and to take responsibility for the results and things you're trying to get them to do without you having to ask them over and over again? Would you like everyone to step up and simply take ownership to get things done every day? Well, I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. And I'm Dr. John Izzo, and I'm in the business of conversations that make the difference. And the conversation I'd like to have with you today is about 3 mistakes we make as leaders in getting people to be accountable. And I think accountability is a huge issue in the workplace today. Recently, we surveyed our database of 6,000 leaders to ask what were the major concerns that regularly show up in their management teams. And except for brand reputation, accountability was the second highest rated item. In other words, getting others to be accountable, to step up and take ownership is an important issue for many companies. Now, as most of you know, my book, Stepping Up, is all about getting people to take personal accountability and showing leaders how to create accountability around them. So today, I'd like to talk to you about 3 critical mistakes we make as leaders in terms of accountability, and more importantly, how we can overcome those mistakes. Now, the first mistake is not having clear shared results with our teams or individuals we're trying to make accountable. And there are 3 key words in that definition: clear, shared, and results. So the first thing is, are we really clear on what we're asking people to be accountable for? Is it clear? Do we have an understanding together of what it is we want to accomplish? Second, are they in fact results that we can measure so each of us knows, our people and ourselves, whether we achieved it or not? Finally, are they shared? And what I mean by that is, do the people that we're asking to be accountable share our belief in the importance of those goals? And more importantly, do they think they are reasonable goals that they are committed to accomplishing? You see, no one will be accountable if they are neither clear on what they're trying to do, if they have no idea how to measure success, and if they haven't worked through whatever concerns they have to be really aligned and owning those results. So if we want others to be accountable, we have to make sure, are we clear, and hear it back from them. Talk about what's the result, the measurement by which we will know if we were successful or not. And finally, we have to say, do you have any concerns about these goals, the things I'm asking you to be accountable for? Are they reasonable? Do you think you can achieve them? And if not, let's work through whatever concerns you have. Now, the second mistake is we don't help people see the why in terms of the results mattering. You see, the truth is that when people see the why, they simply step up to get it done. As Friedrich Nietzsche once said, a person who has a why will endure any how to make something happen. We call it leading the why. When people see why a result matters, they're going to choose to be accountable rather than to be held accountable by us. And we use a simple method called the 3 whys to teach leaders how to get people to the why of a particular result. Let me give you an example. Say I ask my team to commit to holding their budget to 5% under in terms of expenditures. So first I ask the first why. Why does this matter? Well, it matters because the company has set this goal and we're going to be held accountable to that measurement. But why does that matter? Well, it matters because if we don't stay under the 5%, the company may need to choose making cuts in staff or perhaps in research and development. But why does that matter? Here's the third why. Because we're going to lose important talent, and because if we can't invest in our future, then we may not be able to be successful down the road with new products and innovations. The idea is to keep going deeper on the why a result matters, and if possible, engage the team and the team members in identifying the why, coaching them as needed. So in other words, instead of us giving them the answer by force feeding, here's why, we say, why do you think that might matter? They give us ideas, we coach them. Why do you think that might matter? They give us some ideas, we coach them if necessary, etc. Too often we gloss over the why and focus only on the what and the how, and in the process, people won't step up to be accountable. Now, the final mistake is once we agree on that result, we tend as leaders to overmanage activities. In recent years, there has been a popular leadership philosophy or idea called results-only leadership. The idea is simple, that once we agree on a shared result and it's clear, my job as a leader is to get out of the way and let people do their job. You see, people want to be accountable, but they don't want us to overmanage them or hover over them once we've agreed on what they're going to be accountable for. What they want is to know that we are available to help coach their activities if needed. So once we agree on the results and we know that they're shared, in other words, they're saying, yes, I'm with you, I believe these are important, I see the why, then we say to them, how you accomplish these goals is up to you, I trust you. If you need my help, I'm here to coach you on the how, if you need it or if you want it. Then we get out of the way. Then as a leader, we have regular check-ins on the progress. We look at the results and see if we're measuring them and moving to where we want. If we're making progress, we get out of the way and simply say, I'm available if you need me. But if we're not making progress, instead of beating people up about not achieving the result, then we get into managing and coaching the activities. We start to offer suggestions on how they might achieve the results. We call this tight, loose leadership. Tight on the clear, shared results, but loose on the how, coaching when we can and need to. Now, over the last 3 years, we've helped thousands of leaders create more accountability with their teams through our Stepping Up program, being used now by companies all over the world like Qantas Airlines, where they saw a large gain in both their net promoter scores and their profitability. So if you're interested in learning more about the program, please email us. But meanwhile, we have a new tool online for you to measure how well you're doing as a leader at creating a culture of accountability. We call it the Step Up Q. So in the email that you receive, there's a link. Go ahead and take the simple Step Up Q online, which will tell you how you're doing individually to create a climate of accountability. So don't forget the 3 big mistakes we make. Not having clear, shared results with our people, not working and leading the why with them, and finally, by over-managing activities when what we really need to do is coach activities and hold them accountable to the result. I'm Dr. John Izzo. I'm in the business of conversations that make the difference, and I hope this one has made a difference for you today. Keep on leading.